Hello and welcome to Maths by SAS. This is my first lesson of D3, chapter number 8, exercise 8C, that is about the application of sine rule. What is sine rule and when and how to apply sine rule? Before going to this discussion, there are some key terms that we have to understand. That first of all, we should be clear that what is the right angle triangle and what is oblique triangle. We know a right angle triangle is a triangle in which one of the angle is of 90 degree, and coming to oblique triangle, a triangle which is not the right angle triangle is called the oblique triangle. What does the term solution mean? Solution means to find the values of unknown of that question. Depending upon the situations, how many unknowns are there in a triangle and which techniques are used for the solution of right angle triangle. If you recall my previous lessons, that for finding unknown lengths of the right angle triangle from D2, we can see that we can apply Pythagoras theorem or we can apply basic trigonometric ratios. And then the question comes that every time we will not be getting the situation where we will be having the right angle triangle. So how to solve the triangles which are oblique triangle or which are not the right angle triangles? So in order to understand that how to solve the triangles which are not right angle triangles, we will be discussing today's lesson. Coming to that, what is sine law? Okay, the sine law states that the law of sine is defined as the ratio of side length to the sine of opposite angles. Okay, how to understand this? Here we have a triangle ABC. We know that angles must be marked with the capital letters, and their lengths, corresponding lengths must be marked with the small English alphabets. Like this is the vertex A, so the side which is opposite to this will be small a. This is B, so the length will be B, and this is the vertex C or angle C, so the opposite length will be C. Then the sine law says that the ratio of side length, ratio means to divide something, of side length to the sine of opposite angle. Like if I'm taking the length A, then this length will be divided by the opposite angle, that is angle A, and then we have to take the sine. Same for the length B. Length B will be divided by sine of angle B, and C will be divided by sine of angle C. The sine law can be applied to calculate the lengths of the sides of the triangle and the unknown angles of triangle. Let's move to the application of the law and let's see how to apply that law. In this lesson, I will be solving question number 2 of exercise 8C. Question number 2 says, in triangle PQR, QR is 7 centimeter, angle PQR is 47 degrees, and angle PRQ is of 97 degrees, and we have to find length PQ. Okay, so in order to find length PQ, first of all we have to see the triangle is not a right angle triangle, so we cannot apply Pythagoras theorem and basic trigonometric ratios. I will be going really slow in this lesson because most of the students mix this concept with the Pythagoras theorem or basic trigonometric ratios. We cannot apply Pythagoras and basic trigonometric ratios on this question because the triangle and the situation given to us is not a right angle triangle. So then the next thing that we can apply is for the solution of the non-right triangle is the sine law. And according to sine law, what we have to do, first of all we have to mark the lengths with small letter. This is capital P, so the opposite side will be P, and this is R, and this side will be Q. Now we can see that we have to find the length PQ. We have to find length PQ, which is the length or the face which is opposite to vertex or angle R. Here we are given with the angle which is 97 degrees, but here we are not given with the length. And now we can see that the given length is QR length, which is 7 centimeter, And with the reference of this length, in the beginning we are not given with this angle, but we can easily find out the value of this angle because the sum of angles of triangle is 180 degrees. So first of all, what we have to do, we have to take the triangle PQR. In triangle PQR, in triangle PQR, Q and R, this is angle P plus Q plus R equals to 180 degrees. 47 degrees plus 97 degrees and plus angle QPR. QPR equals to, and R equals to 180 degree, sum of interior angles of triangle. Now what we have to do, we have to quickly add up 97 and 47. 47 plus 97 will give me 144. 144 plus angle QPR plus QPR equals to 180 degrees. Now what we have to do, we have to shift 144 to other side. So QPR equals to 180 minus 144, and I will get, my answer will be 36 degrees. QPR equals to 36 degrees. And let me block the answer quickly. And now according to sine law, I have the angle in front of side P. This is 36 degrees. Okay, let me mark it here. Okay, and then I need to find value of length R, which is PQ. Then according to sine law, R upon sine 97 degrees equals to what we can do. This is 7 upon sine 36. 7 upon sine 36 degrees. And now what I have to do, I have to get the value of sine 97. Sine 97, okay. While using calculator and trigonometric ratios, you must have to check the display of your calculator. That must be in degrees, otherwise your calculations will be incorrect. Sine 97 will give me 0.9925. R upon 0.9925 equals to 7 upon sine 36. And let me check the answer for sine 36, and this will give me sine 36, and let me close the bracket, 36 degrees. Sine 36 is 0.58778, 0.58 and 778. I will take it 78. Now what I have to do, let me move towards this side. R multiply, I have to go for cross multiplication, or what we can do is we can just bring this 0.9925 towards the other side, and my equation will take the form R equals to 7 multiplied by 0.9925 upon 0.5878. Now I have to multiply 0.9925, 7 multiplied by 0.9925, and this gives me 6.9475 upon 0.5878. okay, and then I have to divide this answer by 0.5878, and this will give me 11.819. 11 point, I have to give my answer to three significant figures, 11.81, so 11.8. So R equals to actually PQ, which is the requirement of question. PQ equals to 11.8, and all the measurements are in centimeters, so I have to mark the unit as well, centimeter. So this is the value of unknown and a requirement of the question. I hope you are clear about today's lesson. For next difficulty level, please watch and understand this lesson, because if one basic lesson is clear, then rest lessons will be easy for you. Please watch my lessons, like, share and subscribe the channel, and press bell icon to get the notification of every lesson in time. Thank you very much.